Hi guys, in this lecture we're going to be talking about casting and data type conversion, how to convert from one data type to another. So we already talked about different data types. We talked about byte, short, integer, long, and also float and double. So let's have an example here. If you have a variable x and then it's assigned a value 8. Now can I convert this variable into double? So something like this. Here I'm converting from integer, which is 32 bits, into double, which is 64. So that's totally fine. This is called a widening casting. So in this case, Java is using implicit casting. That's totally allowed. So if I want to print y, I'm going to get 8.0 because now the value is of type double. So that's totally fine. So when you are moving from a smaller to a bigger data type, you don't have to take any actions. The casting is implicit. Okay. Now, what about the other way around? If I have a double variable, so let's say 12.59, I want to convert it to an integer. I do that. So if I try to run the program, look, I'm going to get this type of error. It says incompatible type. That means you are moving from a bigger data type to a smaller. So there will be loss of information because when you convert this value 12.59 to an integer, now you saved 12, but 0.59 is lost. It will not be saved. So in this case, you have to use explicit casting. You have to add this notation. That means you are saving only the integer part of this value, 12 only. So you are ignoring 0.50, but we have to be explicit. Java will not apply implicit here because there will be a loss of information. In the first case, there will be no loss of information. So that's why Java allows it to happen. But in this case, you have to be explicit. You have to say that I am getting only the integer part of this value. I'm saving it into a y variable. Now here I can save it. You can print y, and only the integer part will be displayed. 12. Okay. The same thing also between float and double. So we do the same thing. And also between an integer and char. Now here, let's say for example, we have a variable of type char. Char, remember, is a character. Character like a, whether it's a letter or number or special character, anything that is a character is included here. So let's say for example, this is a. You have to use single quote here. So the computer knows that's your character. Okay. Now, if I want to print letter, it's going to show A here. Okay. But you can convert this character into a number. Why? Because every character on the keyboard is associated with what we call ASCII code. ASCII code is a number that the computer assigns to every character on the keyboard. Like for example, this A, lowercase a, there is a number, there's an ASCII code associated with it, which is 9097. So this is not, I didn't make up this number, it is already set. So for example, if I go to this website, ASCII table, see here it will show you all the characters in the keyboard and then the number associated with it, the ASCII code. So as you can see right here, uppercase A is associated with 65. So 65 is the number associated with A. But lowercase a is 97. And then the same thing, B is 66, uppercase B, and then C is 67, and so on. Okay. For the lowercase b is 98, lowercase c is 99, and so on. Then even the digits has ASCII code. So when you press 0, so the number associated with it is 48, 1 is 49, and so on. And also all the special characters in the keyboard. So the bottom line, every key in the keyboard, for every key, there is a number ASCII code associated with it. Okay, now let's go back to our code. So here I can change this to ASCII code by casting, by using casting. I'm going to use integer here. That means I want the ASCII code associated with it to be printed. So here, if I build it and run it, I'm not going to get A, I'm going to get the number 97, which is the ASCII code associated with the letter A. Now, if I put a B, I'm going to get 98, and so on. Okay, and the same thing if I have a number and I want to change it back to character. So for example, if I have let's say letter, and then I put, let's say, 65. Now if I print letter, it's going to say 65. 61. But let's say I want to print the character associated with this number. So we know that 65 is the ASCII code associated with the letter K, or the letter A, uppercase. So if I put a casting char or car, then it's going to print the character, not the number. So which is in this case A. If I put 66, let's say uppercase B, and so on. If I put 48, which happens to be the ASCII code for digit 0, so it's going to print 0. Okay, and 49 is 1, and so on. So that's the conversion or the casting that you need to know. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you in the next lecture.